Small garden. Welcome in Decor Garden. Please watch and subscribe to see more. Being surrounded by fresh greenery and florals improves our physical, emotional, and mental well-being, which means houseplants and outdoor gardens are the key to making your house feel like a home, both indoors and out. There are a ton of affordable ways to reinvent your small but indoors and out. There are a ton of affordable ways to reinvent your small outdoor space. Whether you're hoping to grow fruits, vegetables, and herbs, or stick with simple perennial flowers, bushes, and ground cover plants to prove that decorating a small landscape is easier than you may think. We've rounded up charming small garden ideas that you'll want to steal when spring rolls around, even in very small garden areas. A little creativity and a couple clever design hacks can go a long way. As you browse these inspiring and colorful outdoor photos, you'll find a ton of garden projects fit for balconies, courtyards, backyards, and more. For modern small spaces, you'll want to find affordable patio furniture like bistro tables, stools, benches, and hammocks to elevate your backyard design. A few of the genius ideas: plant a tiny floral patch in the backyard, set up a DIY vertical garden, build a raised garden bed, or hang fresh herbs from a wooden pallet. You'll also discover tips for growing beautiful evergreen shrubs, trailing plants, and the best trees for small yards. Keep scrolling and you may even decide to assemble your own backyard pond, outdoor living wall, or bubble fountain. If you don't have floor space to display your plants, mount pots onto the exterior of your house. Here, interior designer Tori Robinson sticks with terracotta pots. But you can also go for bold patterns and colors. Instantly elevate a small garden space with a beautiful birdhouse wind chime, like designer Kaden does here. Not only will it draw birds to your yard, it'll create a soothing sound in the process. Terracotta or plastic planters overflowing with anything from tomatoes to wildflowers. The lush lineup here creates a pretty privacy wall. You guessed it. A cocktail garden is a space designated to growing ingredients for delicious drinks. Go for herbs like mint, basil, and sage, as well as fruits and veggies such as strawberries, cherries, and peppers. Make use of an old whiskey barrel and create your own backyard pond, a great alternative if you don't have space for a real one. Add your water plants, lily pads, of course, and even a few small fish. Whether you have a small yard or lack outdoor space altogether, a vertical garden can be a charming addition. You can create one on your own with landscape fabric and copper pipe. Obsessed with lattice? For an unexpected touch to your garden, let the pattern set the foundation for a green wall. Attach clay pots to a pallet with nails and stainless steel cable ties for a living art display. That keeps your rosemary and basil at the ready. Space out the pots so your plants have room to grow. Grow your garden vertically by trailing plants up the sides of a pergola, fence, or outdoor wall. English ivy, pothos, and Russian vines are a few great choices. Keep your garden organized so harvesting remains quick and easy. Craft your own plant markers using wooden paint sticks and some acrylic paint. Added bonus: this is the perfect craft for kids. If you've been longing to give vertical gardening a try, now's your chance. Go for 1 or 2 planters, depending on just how green your thumb is. You might not have a huge lawn, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy a bit of grass, even if it's fox. These foxgrass stepping stones are inexpensive to make on your own. Add a country seat touch to your garden with mason jar planters pint or quart size, which are perfect for herbs of all kinds. Use outdoor vinyl and a cricket machine to mark each jar. You can't go wrong with taking advantage of outdoor wall space. A simple fold-out shelf can serve as the perfect spot to display small plants and outdoor entertaining essentials. Enhance greenery or statement floral arrangements with a pair of potted hanging planters. Sure, you could go for neutrals, but this geometric floral pattern makes more of a statement. Enhance greenery or statement floral arrangements with a pair of potted hanging planters. Sure, you could go for neutrals, but this geometric floral pattern makes more of a statement. Play up your garden's cozy factor with a stylish hammock, designed for an afternoon nap or getting lost in a good book. Any outdoor gathering would be so much more fun if classic string lights are in the mix. Whether you choose to hang them on a fence or under a pergola, window boxes can be used in so many creative ways. Fill one with vibrant blooms, a great match for a white picket fence. This highly efficient method divides raised beds into a grid. Vegetables then get planted in one or more squares at a density based on plant size, e.g. You'd plant about 16 radish seeds per square, but only one tomato plant. Placing flowers and veggies together in the same beds doesn't just save space. It'll help boost your yields and keep plants happy by attracting more pollinators. If you've got a tiny patio or balcony, you can grow a fruit tree. Calamandan orange or fig trees especially do well in pots at least 1 foot in diameter and 1 foot deep. Just watch out. Choose a variety that can survive at least 2 zones colder than where you live, because planters will freeze faster than the ground. Think small, really small, with this adorable project, outfitted with a mini birdhouse, rustic stones, and teeny tiny accessories. This planter is a fun craft to make with kids, averaging about 15 feet tall and wide. Many ornamental or dwarf tree varieties can handle tiny spaces. Crowd pleasers like dogwoods, camellias, crepe myrtle, and crabapples offer both flowers and foliage too. Lean louvers old or new against an exterior wall and fill slots with hardy plants such as succulents or mosses. Succulents are nearly indestructible, but can get scorched in direct sunlight, so put them on the shady side of your home. Not all scaffolding is an eyesore. You'll get 6 levels of greenery and blooms with this stained pine plant stand. It maxes out at 37 inches long, 10 inches wide, and 37 inches tall, and can hold up to 44 pounds altogether. To create contrast with terracotta pots, transform inexpensive galvanized steel washtubs into planters. This long, low oval version, with drainage holes poked in the bottom, shows off a basil crop. You don't even need a yard to wake up to a view of blooming flowers every morning. Flowering annuals like geraniums, marigolds, wax begonias, coleus, scarlet sage, and flowering tobacco are all good choices. Turn a wooden ladder into a space-saving stand for flowers, veggies, and herbs with just a few boards and a coat of paint. Just about anything can hold plants if it's got sufficient drainage, i.e., a few holes drilled in the bottom. The handle on this vintage toolbox makes relocating train wisteria to grow over the front door. Liven up a bare wall with bougainvillea or let clematis climb up a mailbox. A simple stake in the dirt is all the trellis you'll need. This clever table works hard for your yard. Not only is it a neat way to showcase plants, but it's also a nice spot to place your book as you sip lemonade. To create contrast and visual vibrancy, situate curvaceous containers on stairs and fill them with interestingly shaped plants, like scallop-leaf geraniums or spiky serrated agave. This metal table, originally intended for serving drinks, now overflows with Irish moss and succulents on a patio. In shady spots, replacing grass with